New rank season is out, at the same time a new legend is out, so why don't I combine the two and see how well we can do in these placements. This is the first match of my placements against a diamond. That's not good. The good thing is that this new character is insanely good. I'm gonna do a little bit of a fake ground pound there, make them think it's safe to come back on stage. I don't know what that jittery movement was, but I panicked and I didn't know what to do, so I just didn't enter. My first stock of the new season is an SD. That's pretty funny. I will admit, that does not bode well for the rest of these 10 games, much less the rest of the season as a whole. That's alright. I've got SIGs that collectively cover like 8 dodges. I missed that one. I steered it backward to still get the hit. I will say my greatsword is the weaker of these two weapons, so that's the main thing I'm going to be working on today. I didn't think that was going to KO. I've got a new mic setup and I couldn't really see my screen all too well in that last game, so I did it again. So I moved it around, is what I was gonna say. Oh lord. That's okay. I've got 8 defense, so not too worried here. Making comebacks is something that I find myself having to do a lot because I do stuff like that a lot where I kind of feed for the first stock or 2. I thought they may do a signature or something right away, but there's the knockout. And might as well practice some greatsword because I did say I wanted to do that. But if there's one thing that's really gonna help me along here, my guiding light, it's that imugi SIGs are gonna carry very, very hard. Because at this point, our favorite turtle guy has been out for a full week, and I feel like I can quite confidently say that he's the best character in the game. Unfortunately, as they often say, it's about the pilot, not the plane. It's about the painter, not the brush. And this painter is someone who had to wear leashes as a kid. So maybe I should stop goofing around and hitting them to like 300 damage and just unarmed uppercut. Go to the next game. Another match against this Lin Fei here means another chance to redeem myself after the tragedy that was the first stock of the last time we played. I'm gonna be looking out for a lot of attacks and a lot of instant attacks or dodges and stuff immediately after they go for an attack, because it's very hard to punish Lin Fei, and a lot of Lin Fei players like to take advantage of that by punishing you for trying to punish them. So let's see, after they whiff an attack, what do they like to do here? Well, I mean, I'm kind of hitting in their dead zones first, but looks like they like to dash away, maybe insta dodge, maybe insta attack, and I can take full advantage of those things. I think they jumped at the last moment, and that's why that ended up hitting upward. I really thought it was going to go down, but that was just me. I read the dodge out, but did not know Imugi's hitboxes well enough. There's the instant attack after the SIG. You see it, right? You saw it. Luckily, I didn't fall prey to that. Just got to be careful here. Not get cannon dared, cannon ground pounded, or cannon sared into the side of the map. Luckily, they let me live, though. I'm going to take full advantage of that and end up winning that on the edge guard, where maybe I really shouldn't have. I most definitely should not be saying what I'm about to say because it is almost certainly going to jinx things, but I thought this was going to go so much worse than it's going right now, because I played some games to start with that I wasn't planning on recording originally, and let me tell you, I was getting diced up. Every greatsword mirror I played, I got destroyed. See how I stood in that dead zone right there? I can sit here and tell you it was smart and intentional. I just got lucky. There is minimal activity going on in the brain department right now, if I'm going to be so honest with you. Almost. I needed to save myself. Okay, I got the kill, You can see what I'm talking about, though. So maybe seeing as we're reaching the halfway point, maybe I should focus up a wee bit. Ooh, caught that. Oh, they landed on the platform, so they didn't get spiked by it. That's okay, I can still clean this one up. This player didn't really seem too keen in the last game on dodging immediately with strings. Yeah, look at that. So I'm just going to keep going for full strings until they show me that they will dodge immediately. That's something you can... Oh, and there it is. Once you put the fear in the hearts of your opponent, you can take advantage of that. And now maybe I get a greatsword read to finish off the game, because if I get one dodge read, oop, wrong way. But the opportunity was there, and maybe it'll present itself one more time. Those small little habits, you can save those until the big moments, and it's time to take a game. I thought maybe the last game would be a Brawlhalla or something, but no, it is this one. I don't know what it is, number 6 or 7. So maybe gotta focus up like I was saying. That whole thing I was just talking about, though, reminds me of this tennis anecdote, which I think is very funny, where you got these two players. You got Andre Agassi, you got Boris Becker. And Andre Agassi is known as this legendary returner of serve, where normally serve is a shot where the person serving has a huge advantage. But Agassi was the type of player where he'd use their opponent's strengths to his own advantage. So he noticed whenever Becker served, he would do this thing where he stuck out his tongue if he was going to a certain spot, and he'd only use it in really big moments. By the way, right there is a good example of you may be wondering why my last opponent wouldn't dodge out of strings. It's because of a situation like that. The Ember player was almost certainly expecting me to dodge But because it was the first time they hit me with an end light all game, I'm like, oh, what if I don't do what they expect me to do? And I attack right away, and I ended up getting the stock for it. So minute stuff like that is really, really helpful. But yeah, Agassi would save this knowing the tongue stick out serve placement only for the really, really big moments.
So I had to resist the temptation of reading his serve for the majority of the match.
So then after they've played a bunch of times and Agassi keeps reading Becker's serve in these huge, you know, match point moments or break point moments, Becker starts thinking like, how is this guy reading my mind? How's he in my head? And it's because he saved it until the time was right, until it was a vital moment. Now I'm actually quite a bit behind here on this last stock. I'm in the orange while they're fresh HP, but I feel totally fine about it. I've kind of been getting hit by a lot of scythe moves that I probably shouldn't have, just based on imprecise movement. So if I tighten things up here, don't make any silly mistakes. That was a bold ground pound I just did. Then it should be fine. And yeah, I feel pretty comfortable. A big Sair here could do a lot for me. Go into an edgeguard scenario. I meant to jump one more time, but didn't really get that. We're kind of whiffing each other, but looks like they're giving up on the scythe, going over to the gauntlets. That's unfortunate. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to see any of you talking about it. I don't want to hear about it. All I'm saying is if Verizon receives 22,000 very, very angry letters in the mail very, very soon, that wasn't my doing. But look, it's the same map, so it might as well be the same game. Okay, if I put on an electrifying performance this first stock, then it's wiped clean. And we can all say that I have a flawless record and the placement games were changed to 9 per season for only me. Okay, it's wiped clear. It's wiped clear. We're good. We're good. It is unfortunate because I feel like that was going to be a really fun game to show adaptation and show how things change. Because by the end, I really did feel in control of it, but you can't count your chickens before they waffle, so you gotta take that one on the chin. Nothing you can do but move on. I want to end this in a little bit of a goof-tacular way, so I'm gonna go off stage here. Ensig, I totally missed the Ensig, which is unfortunate. But they saved me, which is nice. And I saved them. Okay, well, I'm gonna downsig. As long as they don't end light, we're totally... Sorry, I'm gonna get kicked out of here in record time. Alright, let's play the last game very quickly. Ooh, we got the jams for the last game. We also got ourselves an Ulgrim opponent, which could not be more fitting for the finale. Ulgrim is certainly a bit of the finale boss Brawlhalla character at the moment, who is dominating in pretty much everywhere, but... Oh, I got that Sair. I'm actually shocked I got that Sair. I did not get the ground pound, though. I'm a failure of a human being, but good thing I'm not human. Early damage is important, of course, and then I'm going to do a little bit of a funny little tricksies there with the slide charge. I don't think they knew what I was doing, so I'm going to do it one more time, actually. You just keep sliding down. That's the thing about this move. You just keep sliding when you use it. That's pretty good. Off to a strong start with my weaker of the two weapons, which I'm pretty happy about. What I could do as a bit of an intelligent decision is pick up Axe myself and play a bit of a trading game here. Since we trade out on damage, I'm going to come out on top not only because of my stats, but also the stock lead. But am I a smart individual? No. So I'm going to keep rocking the greatsword because I was having a good time. And look, they gave it up anyway, so the plan would have failed. I lied. I picked up Axe. Well, I got disarmed. That's the thing. Lance is a little hard to edgeguard with these nairs and the recoveries. They're going to Sair. There's the Sair. I got this Ensig to counter that, which is nice. They're going to do another Sair. So you can see they're prepping for it, walking around me. It's a very interesting game we got. Oh, we are talented individuals. This is a bit of a barn buster for the final game, but I guess I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm seeing end lights. I'm seeing downsigs. I'm seeing Sairs in my future here. There's this... I honestly didn't think that was going to be. That's okay, because I can do the same thing. Like, look at that. That is very nice, and I think it's going to be the game. Alright, there's a bit of a visual bug. I don't know if you guys experience that in your Brawlhalla from time to time. It should only show that I have 9 games there, because look at your screens. I don't see any proof. It's truly a flawless session. Nah, I'm not gonna leave you hanging like that. You kidding me? Of course we're gonna play one more. And of course it's on Miami Dome too. Really, this is coming full circle. Ooh, I thought with that flying ground pound I was gonna get it. I'm glad I did anyway, but that would have been sweet. Off to a very strong start here with this one. No, you've got to be joking. You've got to be joking. Wait, was it them or was it me? I don't know. That is what we call karma. You could not make this up if you tried. But there it is. That might be the most fitting end to a video I've ever had. Honestly, couldn't be happier that I DC'd now. That's crazy.